Cap sold my soul to Satan, turned around and stole it right back. Cap sold my soul to Satan, turned around and stole it right back.
Cap sold my soul to Satan, turned around and stole it right back.
I didn't think that I ever believed those things, but I was susceptible, more likely to believe them at that point than I was. But when I got into the business and I became closer to these people in this situation, you realize like, oh, what are you talking about? Like, these are regular people, you know what I mean? These are people. This man is from Mars. He projects. Jay-Z. He's from the project. You think they're gonna let him into the Illuminati? He's from the projects, and he doesn't have enough money compared to these guys. Jay-Z is our top. We look at Jay-Z. Everybody in the black community looks at Jay-Z like, oh man, everybody want to be Jay-Z. But when you really know people's money level, you know that he wants to be up there. Like when it comes to being businessman, he wants to be Warren Buffett or Bill Gates. Like that's another level of money that.
Does it shock you that to think the idea that some doors are closed to Jay-Z still?
Absolutely.
Or do you believe? Are they? I mean, is the world his oyster?
No. The doors are closed. He's breaking them down. That's why I'm loving the fact that he's still active. He's breaking doors down every year, every album. But yeah, there's still doors. They don't want to see him. They don't want Jay. Nope. The man that has 20 billion does not want to see Jay-Z have the same amount of money as him. No way. You know what I mean? And even if it's not that direct, the system is not set up for Jay-Z to make it up there. So he's breaking down doors even if they're not conscious doors, they're like systemic doors. You know what I mean? That have been placed there. They're subconscious doors that are still there for somebody like Jay-Z.
What Beyonce say? Y'all haters corny with that Illuminati mess.
What's the deal? It's the boy Dwayne McClain at Dwayne McClain TV. Back again with another video, man. Like, comment, and subscribe. And this video is long overdue. We are bringing y'all the J.Cole breakdown. There's going to be no debating after this video that J. Cole got down with them boys. And y'all, he got down pretty bad. I know he tries to hide this by trying to be this matriarch, whatever type of figure, a martyr type figure in the media, showing y'all that he's not one of them. But he most definitely got down. He's tied to one of the biggest sellouts of all time, Jay-Z. And there's no debating that J. Cole got down. I know a lot of his fans are going to be upset, but I don't care. And it really shocks me that people don't understand that every entertainer is part of the Get Down Boys, sipping that Get Down juice, going to the woods, doing them chants. And J. Cole is most definitely one of these people who are partaking in all of these type of ceremonies. I will go through some of his videos, symbols, lyrics, albums. So y'all tune into this breakdown as we do a deep dive on this character, this puppet, this sellout. And now, what is his reason for selling out? I guess, he's going to always be leading people down the wrong path. But I guess he's going to be one of the characters in the entertainment industry that plays the role of one of the saved and sanctified ones, and he's still going to bring you guys down. Also taking your attention away from what you're supposed to be doing. Also, he's going to another distraction, another way to get money out of you. So there's a lot of reasons why a guy like J. Cole would sell out, and they would use a positive figure like J. Cole. Now, he is a positive figure, but this man, don't let it fool you. He's most definitely part of the Get Down Boys. Now, let's first talk about this article from 2013 on the Vice website where J. Cole talks about the Illuminati decoder ring, his artistic evolution, and his talks about working at a skating ring. Now, this article is from 2013, and I'm shocked I have yet to see any other content creator talk about this article, where J. Cole openly admits that he's in the Illuminati. This is a credible source. Vice is a very, very popular news outlet. Now, this part of the article, or at least the interview, he's talking about Lil B at first. So he says, for some reason, I could just see you liking him. I don't really know why. I think he asked me if we like Lil B. He said, I think a lot of people rode his wave and took it further than he did, I feel like he introduced this counterculture-ish and just being mad, weird, and different. And I feel like other people came and did that and exactly took it further. You know what I mean? So he's almost the originator for some of these guys. Then the interviewer asks J. Cole, are you in the Illuminati? And J. Cole says yes. Plain as day, all right? And y'all can look this article up. Right there, it says, are you part of them boys? J. Cole says yes. So I don't really know what other further proof you need. Some people want to say he's trolling. I highly doubt it, because in this article, he brings up something called the decoder ring, and I never even knew a decoder ring until I read this article. He said, did they give you an Illuminati decoder ring? He says, yes. And then he says, can I see it? J. Cole replied and said, no, I had to, but if you want me to, I can show you. So that's what another term that a lot of guys who are part of this organization say. They say, can you tell me the secrets of your organization? They say, yeah, but I have to kill you. I have to take your life. And this is a few images of the decoder ring, plain as day. You know, you can look at it and see. Now, what is it used for? I guess it's used to decipher certain type of hidden languages, hidden codes they have, and use the ring to break down, because there's always so many hidden messages. And they do this throughout everything they do. Everything this organization does is always through a cipher or some type of secret code. They talk in secret codes. And J. Cole stated clear as day in this Vice magazine article that he is part of this particular organization. All right, so he's not innocent. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. It only gets worse from here. Now, this is a tweet from Cole where he says the Illuminates make the best mac and cheese. Church. All right, this is back in 2011. So J. Cole has a history of talking about them boys. Now, let's go back to that lyric that I played y'all earlier where he openly admit that he sold his soul.
Cap sold my soul to Satan, turned around and stole it right back. Cap sold my soul to Satan, turned around and stole it right back.
Now, you hear right there, clear as day, that he says he sold his soul and he bought it right back. Now, this is back in 2003. He was only 18 years old. And I think that's how he probably caught the eye later on down the years of other, guys in the industry. All right. So this song is it's titled Can I Bust? And it's back in 2003 when Cole was just 18 and he went by the name The Therapist. This is a song which featured on an unofficial mixtape called The Therapist Collection before The Come Up. And I think The Come Up is the one that put him on. That's the one that the A&R found and he liked and he put him on. All right. Now the lyric says, sold my soda and turned around and stole it right back. I'm jacking dead broke folks cause I'm dirt poor. I tried to ball and fouled out in the first quarter. So that the rap genius gives the explanation and says, J. Cole is giving a narrative of him selling his soul to and stealing it back, meaning he's hard and he's BA to be able to do that. He's saying jacking the dead broke, which is interesting for two reasons. He's calling broke and dead people to go to the L, which is where the devil spends his time. Now, I understand some people might say some of those lines are trying to be hard or gangster sound tough, but I really do think there's some truth in it. I think he probably did make a deal way back when he was 18. That's how he had the confidence to even feel like he can even get close to a Jay-Z. And he probably did this very early on. So there has been stories that some of these entertainers sell out at early ages of 5, 10. So he was 13, I think, when he first got into music, and he was 18 when he dropped that song. Now, let's look at J. Cole's life. I didn't know his middle name was Lamar, so Jermaine Lamar Cole is an American rapper, record producer, born on a military base in Germany and raised in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Cole initially gained attention as a rapper following the release of The Come Up in early 2007, so 4 years after he made that song about giving his his soul up. The intent of further pursue the music career, he signed with Jay-Z Rock Nation in 2009 and released 2 additional mixtapes, The Warm Up and Friday Night Lights, to further critical acclaim as he garnered a wider following. All right. And since Cole later worked in various part-time jobs in Fayetteville, including working as an ad salesman for a newspaper, a bill collector, a file clerk, and a kangaroo mascot at a skating rink. I did not know he was a mascot. His mother struggled with addiction after his abusive stepfather left her. So Cole pretty much trying to make. I think some of these stories are kind of exaggerated. I think that's why they put a lot of stuff in to make it seem like they're kind of human. He probably was a plant since the beginning of his age. They try to have these fabricated stories for these entertainers. All right. Cole later explained his production to create an entire season's worth of instrumentals and traveled to the Rock the Mic studio, hoping to play it for Jay-Z while he was in recording sessions for American Gangster. Cole waited over 3 hours before being dismissed by Jay-Z. Cole later used the CD as the backdrop for his debut mixtape, The Come Up. All right. Now, that just sounds crazy. Waited 3 hours, try to get that close. How do you even get that close? But I think he said he timed it perfectly and all that stuff. All right. All right, and it says Jay-Z saw Cole and said, man, I don't want that. Cole in an interview with ABC said that I thought he was evil at that point because it caught me off guard. I had such high hopes that just one little phrase like that from him. A year later, it was Jay-Z asking to meet Cole. The same person he previously dismissed, veteran A&R Mark Pitts, played for Jay-Z one song, which led to a 3-hour meeting, which led to multiple meetings until J. Cole was officially the first artist signed to Roc Nation. Multiple meetings. We're talking about this dude, Mark Pitts, as well, but I'm pretty sure those multiple meetings were different, very dark magic ceremonies that was participating. I'm pretty sure Jay-Z was filling out Cole to see if he was down with the get down. All right, see if he was down to sit some of that juice. But it's crazy that Jay-Z came looking for Cole a year later.
Jay-Z finishing American Gangster, and I was like, yo, he's not done yet. I can go make beats right now and get on this album. So I made this beat, put a hook on it, burned my CD, put the CD in the Jay-Z Volume 3 case, close it up, took the train to the city, stood outside the studio, me and my partner E, for like 3 hours with a bottle of E&J, just passing time, waiting on Jay-Z to pull up. The Phantom finally comes around the corner. It's raining, by the way. Somebody gets out the car just to open his door. He hops out. I'm froze. Yo, Jay, I got this for you. And he's like, man, what is that? I'm like, American Gangster beat CD. And he's like, man, I don't want that. Get out of one of those guys. I'm sitting there like, oh, you mother... Don't you know I've been out here for 3 hours, man?
Does that change the way you feel with people when they come up to you?
Yes, it does, because I knew how I felt. By the way, I'm glad he did that, because it snapped me back into it. And I realized you're not going to get on like that. But I do. When people coming up, they give me their CDs, I do take it. Yeah. Just to give them that extra boost. They go home like, yo, he took my CD. That might give them 3 more months of like inspiration. Or just... It was a sign from God.
And I find it interesting that he had other names. He had a name called Therapist, Hollywood Code, and another name called Kill Edward. That's the funny one to me. I didn't even know he even went by a name like that. Now, the name Kill Edward is a sole feature and it appears on 2 tracks, The Cutoff and Friends. While fans are baffled by Cole's decision to curtail his streak of going platinum with no features, it appears that he duped us all. On Monday, a new artist page was created on SoundCloud under the moniker Kill Edward, the one track titled Tidal Wave, just a reference. Kill Edward voice eerily sounds like that of, you guessed it, J. Cole. To further cement proof that Kill Edward is an alias of J. Cole, a user on Twitter sped up Edward's vocals, and the recording proved to be that of Roc Nation's signee. So that's just a little Easter egg right there for you. All right, now it says here, right, I just want y'all to look at the labels: Dreamville, Roc Nation, Interscope, and Columbia. So he's tied to some of the biggest labels, and both of these labels do representation. If you look at Columbia, that's clearly Saturn representation and the All C&I representation right there. And if you look at Interscope, Interscope has a very interesting logo. If you look at that little spiral above the 1 or the I, that right there is actually the spiral that is associated with guys that have an infatuation with younger males. All right. And this has a term right there. You can read it right there. It represents who is attracted to younger boys. All right. This is a sign that was also adopted by the FBI. You can look this up on the internet. It's a logo, aka the LBL, the little lover. All right. And I want y'all to pay close attention. This logo pops up numerous times throughout this video and multiple times throughout J. Cole's career. So I do think he's heavily associated with this particular group of guys who are interested in the younger males. All right. Now, Interscope Records, they chose this logo on purpose, and a lot of these labels choose their logos on purpose to have hidden messages. I do think I might do a deep dive on the labels and break their logos down myself, because I do think there's a lot of hidden messages in them. All right. Now let's proceed to move on with the breakdown. The next part we'll be talking about how he got into the game, okay? So it says, in his second mixtape, The Warm-Up, a track called Lightspeed caught the attention of producer and music exec Mark Pitts, who then played it for Jay-Z. Cole attempted to give Jay-Z a copy himself after waiting outside the studio, but was shut down. Now, this dude, Mark Pitts, is very important because this dude, Mark Pitts, is one of the gatekeepers in Hollywood. He's just not talked about. Nobody really knows about him. All right. This dude here is pretty famous. 245,000 followers on Instagram. He has something right there. It says, silly humans, blessed and highly favored music. See how he looks at people? Silly humans. And he went to Howard University. I'm pretty sure he's one of these frat boys. He comes off like one of these frat boys. This is the guy right here. This has a face that nobody can trust. You can't trust a guy with a face like this. You know what I'm saying? Clear as day and op. All right. Mark Pitts, music is at Mark Pitts on J. Cole's Success, Usher's new album, and Miguel's Love of Women. Mark Pitts is heavily associated with a lot of high names in the entertainment industry. Mark Pitts is American record executive and talent manager who has served as president of RCA Records since 2021. He also co-founded the record label Bystar Entertainment with Wayne Barrow in 1998, which through which he has signed artists including J.Cole, Miguel, Roy James, Andrea Martin, B. Smith, Mally Music, and Luke Christopher. So J.Cole, Miguel, he has his hand on some really big artists right there. I know who the other ones are. He began his career as a staffer for Puff Daddy's Bad Boys record, where he co-managed the Notorious B.I.G. and Faith Evans. He executive produced the former first two albums, Ready to Pass and Life After Passing. Pitts executive produced the Netflix film Big Yeah, I Got a Story to Tell, co-produced Notorious and Blue. Pitts has worked with artists who have amassed a total of 53 Grammy Award nominations and 10 wins. So, this dude Pitts is from one of the very beginning. He was here with Big's origin story and everything. So he's no slouch in the entertainment industry. And it's crazy that he picked up Cole. Now, everybody that Pitts has worked with has sipped juice and is part of that organization. All right, it says in 1995, Pitts moved over to an executive position at Universal Records, where he signed Philly-based rapper Tracy Lee, and 5 years later became the senior vice president of A&R Artists Records, where he worked with Usher on several albums, including his Confessions, that was certified diamond, as well as TSC, Anthony Hamilton, and CeeLo Green. He signed Chris Brown and Miguel while at Jive Records. In 2006, Pitts made a father for the second time after the birth of his daughter Jaden. In 2008, Pitts was diagnosed with Bell's palsy, which paralyzed the left side of his face. Through therapy and adaptive physical health regimen, he recovered his facial mobility and full health after 6 months. Now, this dude here, like I said, is very tied to some of the biggest names in the entertainment industry. We just had a dude, the Diddler just got taken down, and this dude Mark Pitts is heavily associated with him, Jay-Z. So if you see these two guys here, he's associated with the top 2 biggest names in hip-hop. These are the top guys. That's how he was able to find J. Cole. And I'm pretty sure, like I said, this guy is a frequent juice sipper. I'm pretty sure he does man-on-man stuff, and I'm pretty sure he's been to all the ceremonies. And you see him and J. Cole together. So J. Cole having ties to this guy here is a clear proof that this is how he got into the industry, right? He found somebody who was knew somebody. Now, this right here is something I found on Mark Pitts. I was trying to see if I can get some get down juice information on him. And on his website, at least on his Facebook page, you see this woman here is associated to him in front of the checkerboard pattern. Now, this lady is an artist of some sort associated with Mark Pitts, but I couldn't find too much get down juice of him doing any representation on his own. But him being alike and around the guys like your Jermaine Dupri's, your Diddy's, your Jay-Z is enough proof that I need to know that this dude Mark Pitts is no angel and that he's most definitely sipped juice and went to some of these ceremonies. that dude with a gray beard has a funny face looking at the camera like that. But yeah, look at that. Mark Pitts rubbing that dude head. Man, he doing that man-on-man stuff. Look at him hugged up on these dudes. I'm telling you, man, this dude Mark Pitts got down, touching on them boys, and that's how he got J. Cole, and I'm pretty sure J. Cole had to bow down to the dingus grease. Now, let's get into this lyric here that I found, and I don't know how true this is. I couldn't find the exact song, but it says, "Sold my soul to Satan, I've been dancing with the devil, so when you get to hell, you can say you know me. I'm easily attracted by the dark side, devil keep following me. For that fortune, some sold their soul to Satan, was on track for 2 years when I met the devil still, now I got to mask my tears, but allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Cole." And it says, "My name is Cole. Born sin the opposite of a winner, but the devil run the TV, so the demons in him. I'm in trouble, did a deal with the devil, but now I'm pleading with him like, give me my soul. I ain't never letting go, but the devil don't play fair." I never found this song. I do know some of these lyrics came from different songs and mashed together. So I take this right here with a grain of salt. But like I said, some of these parts of this quote is actually real. I do know at least the part with the devil still. We're going to be talking about that song. That comes from a song called Illuminati. We'll talk about that later in the video. But I did find this, and y'all don't trust everything you find on the internet. Research it. But there is some truth to this quote. Now, why was J. Cole trying to get a part of Jay-Z? Like I said, Jay-Z is probably one of the most biggest puppets of all time in the entertainment industry, selling out beyond measure. Like, he does so much stuff. He done took pictures with, people who are top-level spellcasters. This dude, Jay-Z, is so involved, it makes no sense. Him and his wife, Beyonce, probably the fakest couple ever to appear on TV. They just seem like they were just assigned to each other, and they don't seem like they're happy. So J. Cole taking a liking to Jay-Z when Jay-Z clear as day said that he's going to sell out, or clear as day that knowing his other songs, he said that he wants to give his life up to, or he does sacrifices, or he gets help from the underworld. So seeing J. Cole just have this infatuation with this guy is a red flag number one. This is Jay-Z and Maria Abramovich. This lady is top-level spellcaster. She has done some of the most grotesque stuff out there. You know what I'm saying? So there's J. Cole right there. Look at Big Sean. Looks like he hates what's going on. But yeah, J. Cole worked really hard to get this position. And I'm telling y'all, he's not getting this position where he's at by just being a good rapper and light skinned. It don't work that way. Now, this is a photo of Jay-Z gifted him some type of watch at a party. And this is J. Cole and Jay-Z at a concert. And you look at Cole, he has on the checkerboard print pattern. I'm telling y'all, when you see the checkerboard print pattern, that right there is a clear identifier that that particular artist is sipping Get Down juice. And Cole is sipping the Get Down juice. Big time, big heavy, I'm telling you. Like if you, and I didn't even know, it took me a minute to find this, because I couldn't find J. Cole and checkerboard print pattern and all that. Y'all know when I find the checkerboard print pattern, I feel like my job is complete. Now, let's look at this next photo. This right here really brings the deal home. This J. Cole had a brotherhood cake made for him for his Born Sinner album, where you see right there, clear as day, the cake has the checkerboard print pattern at the very top of it, which is crazy to me, that he even has a cake with it. That's how heavily involved this boy was. So when I seen this, I knew I got J. Cole out of here, because the checkerboard print pattern is pretty much all you need. And this is J. Cole right here rocking this sweater. This could be a Reese. It's like one of Mr. Rogers sweaters, but it's kind of looks like the checkerboard pattern as well. Now let's look at a few artists that rock. This is Gucci Mane. He rocked the checkerboard pattern, and this is the clone. He's no different than the rest of these artists. He's not safe from being disposed well. This is Soulja Boy rocking the checkerboard pattern. This is actually the day after Young Dolph passed. So I'm telling y'all, this pattern is not fly. It is not cool. It ain't going to get you the girls. I have no idea why. Well, at least I know why the entertainers wear it. But I want to ask the average person, why do you see so many entertainers rocking this ugly pattern? Meek Mill rocking this ugly checkerboard pattern. And like I said, where is yours at? If it's such a common amongst celebrities, why isn't it common amongst regular society? Because it's a secret brotherhood. They're wearing this stuff to show you who they're pledging allegiance to. They're wearing this stuff to show you who they are rocking with. It's all advertising as well, and getting you to a boys club. It's Wife and Lucci, another guy who was very basic, very mid, out of nowhere, and he rocked the checkerboard pattern. Every celebrity does, and this pattern is in every lodge throughout the United States. It's in every lodge. There's not one lodge in America or all over the world that does not have this pattern in it, They're all going to have it. That's why when you see J. Cole with the cake with the pattern on it, there was, like I said, it seals the deal for me that he got down. And this is not the first time they made a cake that was associated with that organization. Doja Cat had a cake 1 or 2 years ago made for her that was associated with that organization, and it had a lot of representation on it. All right. Now, let's get into J. Cole's album, Born Sinner, where it had a black person under the age of 5. And it's weird. Like I said, why would you have a baby like that? You know what I'm saying? And it shows it has the horns and the halo. And that's one of J. Cole's logos, devil horns and a halo. He's basically saying he's an angel and a demon, you know what I'm saying, at the same time. So let's get into some of the meanings of the album cover. They say the album cover represents a black baby devil with a crown on his head. The devil represents J. Cole due to the fact that J. Cole refers to himself as a born sinner, which therefore creates an image of a baby devil due to the fact that sinners go to the devil. And that was the meaning that I found on a quick Google search. From my own synopsis, I do think this is heavily tied to the particular brotherhood. Also, there was a different version of the album cover where it showed him at a gate, kind of like a portal, with these 7 stripes. Now, these 7 lines are always going to be symbolic. You know, they have multiple meanings. It could be for the 7 creators, the 7 days of the week. There's also this supposed to be something called the Watchers. They're like the ones who watch over it. And if you look at the candles that the Fluish family use, or the JEWS's, they use a candle that has 7 different parts to it, compartments. So when I seen that with the Born Center deluxe cover, album cover, and had those 7 lines, I knew there had to be a deeper meaning. Also, like I said, this is number one thing for marketing, letting people know. This particular candle dates way back to hieroglyphic years, so they've been practicing this stuff. There could be a deeper meaning. I'll probably ask Chakra Doctor what's his thoughts on these 7 lines right here. I'm pretty sure it has some type of connection to 7 days of the week, the 7 Watchers, and also to the Fluish religion. Now, there was a song on the album called Illuminati. Now, this song here is very, very cryptic. It has a lot of stuff about him selling out and selling the soul. And like I said, there's going to be no way to refuse or to disagree that J. Cole did not sell a soul. Now, here's a few lyrics. It says, "Effed up education would ask for reparations, but I'm probably just going to go and buy Ferraris. Vroom, vroom, please forgive me. Please forgive him. According to the preacher, man, he needs Jesus in him. But the devil run the TV, so the demons in him. I'm in trouble. Did a deal with the devil, now I'm pleading with him, like give me my soul." All right, so see that right there, clear as day. This is from the song Illuminati, where Cole said that he did a deal with the devil. And I also like that line where he said the devil runs the TV, so the demons in him. Y'all, please be careful what we watch and consume with these devices in our hands. I understand we love entertainment. I catch myself doom scrolling a lot, and I have to take a break sometimes. Just turn it off, do something productive with my life. Clean up, exercise, talk to my family, call friends, family, get outside, enjoy nature. And because the devil is very, very heavy in the TV, especially on this TikTok, and that's why they're always trying to attack our church's minds. So I do like that line right there. He said, but he said he did a deal with the devil. Now I'm pleading with him, like, give me my soul. And once you sell your soul to the devil, there is no getting it back. We can do a deeper talk on it with a live one day about what it means to sell your soul. Do you really permanently give your soul up? I would love to have it bring some people up there. So if you're interested in doing a live talking about this, please hit me up. So it also states, as Cole states, a preacher is saying that he needs God to forgive him of his sins and guide him to a better life. However, the media and television shows are the work of the devil, imparting the ways of sin into Cole's life. Therefore, Cole has to deal with conflicting ways of life. Cole sold his soul to the devil, and now Cole wants it back. So right there, this right here was off Rap Genius where they broke down that lyric. But yeah. Most definitely J. Cole sold out. And a lot of people don't want to believe it, but this is from this man's lyrics. And right there it says, my N-word, I ain't ever letting you go again. I ain't never letting you go again. Please give me my soul. I ain't never letting you go again. I ain't letting go. But the devil don't play fair, because pretty much he's begging for his soul. And I always say this. People be like, oh, Dwayne, if they sold their soul, why are they going to jail? Or why are they losing everything? The devil is a person who's going to finesse you 9 times out of 10. So if you think that you're going to come out scot-free at the end of this deal, you're wrong. It's the devil. He's one of the shadiest dudes in town. And it's almost like you see a car salesman. He's known for messing people's cars up. He's known for selling people's livings. And you still go buy a car from him because he can get you into the car you want with bad credit. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly of how the devil operates. Now, this is what Rap Genius had to say. It said, this is a conversation between J. Cole and the devil. The previous set of lines explain how preachers would say Cole needs Jesus, but since he wants to be famous, he has to sell his soul to the devil in order to succeed. Now he's asking for his soul back, but the devil is not budging, telling him that he's never letting go of him again. Hence, Cole is heard saying the devil don't play fair. Right? Now, if you want to be famous, y'all, you have to sell your soul. And that's why I believe Cole, how he meet Jay-Z, how it was all. So he had to sell out. He met Jay-Z, did all the proper ceremonies, and now look, he's on. So that's right there, as plain as day from this song, Illuminati. One of my favorite songs on the album. And he also has where he goes on a tangent. He says, I'm about to go and join Illuminati, F everybody. And he says that multiple times. All right, now let's get to the next line. Now let's move to the next part. It says, these next 3 bars is dedicated to the keep on asking me about the Illuminati. Is you stupid N-word, young black millionaire, old white billionaires? I'm sure they can do without me. And I ain't really into sacrificing human bodies. A couple more A's, I would have been summa cum laude. Beyonce told me that she wanted to cop the blue Bugatti. That S is more than what I'm worth. I think she knew it probably. Well, this is awkward. Well, this is awkward. Want to know what else is really awkward? When N-words buying rings for and had flings with. I'm praying I don't see them at the Oscars. So right there is where these celebrities like to play dumb and say, oh, the Illuminati isn't real. They wouldn't have nothing to do with me. J.Cole, old white billionaires love to use you because you're a puppet who can distract the masses, distract the youth, and also energy harvest these kids, having buying these tickets. And also, look, he might do a show and he might headline it and have a bunch of other guys at the bottom of the show open it up who are big-time opener worshipers of this particular branch or the particular brotherhood. So, yeah, Cole is most definitely needed. And these entertainers love to play this Illuminati stuff down. They like to play it down to make it seem as if it's not real. Now, let's get into J. Cole's symbolism and the stuff that he does. He's very, very heavy on the representation. He does the same thing that other sellouts do, using certain hand gestures, certain hand size, so he can show allegiance to the people that he gets orders from. And while I was making this video, I was kind of shocked of how heavy he does his hand representation, and it goes unnoticed. But I will help expose some of the stuff for somebody. And like I said, at the end of this video, there's going to be no debating that J. Cole is clearly down, and he participated in every particular way to get up or to get your degrees and what you have to do. And you have to get humiliated. One of the things I found, people was like, oh, Dwayne, he never wore a dress. Well, he most definitely wore a dress. Now, I understand this right here is where he took a pose for GQ magazine, had his hair all pinned up and stuff. You know, when they pull their hair back, you know what they got to do? Got 5,000. So he had his hair pinned back, and he's in a dress right here. And I know some people will say, oh, it's not a dress. I never knew Cole to be Muslim or have some type of religious background in that form. You know, guys who are mostly Muslim or they practice Islam, they wear like some type of garments like that with long robes. But this is clearly a dress, and he had quite a few questionable photos from this magazine photo shoot. Because, you know, if you take photos with GQ and stuff like that, they are going to embarrass you. They're going to make sure that you're going to do what they want you to do. And he also rocks the all-seeing eye a lot throughout his concerts, and we will also be pointing that out as well. But right here is one of his concerts where he had clear as day, had the red background for the red room, and as you see on his shirt, it has that all-seeing eye. It sees right there, it says art that kills, and it has the eye, and he pretty much talking about how the music destroys the brain and how it takes over. Now this right here is also another gesture where he he has that hand sign right there. That hand sign is a very similar close hand to that goat entity, which I'm gonna show you on the next clip. But he's posing with that hand sign there, and these guys will do this at the concert so they can put curses on these children and these people who are at the concert. And right there, you can see plain as day, he's rocking the same hand gesture as this particular entity, the both of them. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna be saying that entity's name. I advise y'all not to say these people's names because when you say this stuff, it brings certain energies around, you know what I'm saying? But this here's an image of an artist who did the same thing Cole did. Throw that hand sign up while he's at a concert. Like I said, while you're at concerts, that's a perfect time to harvest energy and to also get you guys put curses on people who are in the audience. And Cole is no different. You know, he when you sell your soul, you have to participate. And there's him right here doing the same stance as the both of them. And there's a lot of celebrities are caught taking a picture like this, you know, and Cole's no different. All right. Now, this is him doing the all-seeing eye, one-eye symbolism. You must show your representation by covering up one eye. And this right here what he did. I think it's on his Come Up mixtape. But, yeah, he's been selling out since the beginning of the game. And also it's weird that he sold out to one of the biggest sellers of all time, Jay-Z. Now, this is a photo that I found of Cole where he's on the front of some type of magazine. I don't know, or just like some type of poster for a concert. Don't really know, don't care. But this is very heavily covered and filled with representation of the brotherhood. As you see in the lower left corner, it's that little squiggly line that I pulled pointed out earlier, we're interscoping. Like I said, it's going to pop up a lot throughout Cole's entire industry. Well, not industry, his career. And if you look right there up under his eye, he has it highlighted. That's what you know that he's with the powers that be. Yeah, you can have both eyes open and still show representation of the all-seeing eye, but when you have both eyes open, usually they have some type of way to highlight a particular eye so you can show who they're with. But look at that lower left-hand corner. There is the symbol for the guys who have an infatuation or a fetish with younger males. All right, now let's get to the part where he throws up a lot of the devil horns. He does this quite often. Now, he tried to do it here on the sneak tip, but yeah, Cole is most definitely a worshiper of the Morning Star heavy. And throughout his concerts, he does his hands like that. And when you're at your concerts, you do that, you're doing a shotgun blast to put curses on people. I'm going to also drop this clip of where Anton LaVey talks about how he uses the devil horns to put curses on people into the crowd.
I understand that, what are you doing?
I'm giving a blessing to the audience.
I don't think they appreciate it. They were throwing it back.
Well, they thought it was a curse. Would you like me to show them how the sign of the curse works?
Sign of the curse?
Completely different.
How does it go?
No, not at you people out there in the audience, but this is the difference.
Aim it toward Red China, would you?
This is the sign of the horns. A curse sign, the two fingers extended. This way, spread apart for sort of shotgun blast, you know.
I always figured if I ever
when
met
it's
the devil, they'd have dirty fingernails. Go on.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Where?
Dirty fingernails.
Well, that's because I've been fooling around with your equipment.
Never mind. Don't blame it on the studio. Go on with it.
All right.
So that's the sign of the horn, and then what happens? Is that it?
Well, there are other ones, too.
Yeah, what are the other ones?
The other ones, one of them's the pox sign. That's 3 fingers extended.
A pox on you?
A pox on you. During the Middle Ages, this was...
Yeah. Oh, yes.
But
You're
originally...
a bad cat.
Well, you have to be bad to be good, don't you?
Is it true that you teach people how to make voodoo dolls and stick pins in them to hurt people?
That's right. I believe that hate is necessary in a controlled way just as much as love is necessary.
So y'all hear it from the horse's mouth there, that reason why these entertainers always throw up this gesture of them doing the hand signs. They are casting a curse on the people in the audience. And Cole does this hand gesture a lot. I was very surprised making this video how much he throws his hand gesture up. He does it very, very often. And right here, he's throwing the devil horns, and he also has his dreads in a horn-like manner, basically saying he's pretty much the devil himself. You know, here he is throwing the devil horns with 50 Cent. Like I said, he does this quite often. And if you pay attention, a lot of artists do this at their concerts. And there he is right there doing a shotgun blast to the audience, the people in the audience. J.Cole is a heavy practitioner of this stuff, in my opinion. You know, he's always seen constantly throwing this type of, this particular hand gesture up. And I don't think it's done by accident. I think this is done 100% on purpose. And right here again, he's showing praise. He has it right there in the air, and he's also doing the Bafafum stance as well. All right, now let's look at his first album. I forgot what it was called, man. What was it? The Silent Story. He's right there sitting on 2 crosses. They did this stuff on purpose. They always got subliminals and hidden messages in this. And if you zoom the picture out, you can see clear as day, it's a double cross. Now, this cross is also very similar to his boss's liquor brand, Douce. If you look at Douce has a double cross on it. People do not know that this cross is also considered to be the Cross of Lorraine, or the what's it called? Cross of Lorraine, or the Leviathan cross. So Jay-Z is whose real name is Sean Carter, partnered with Bacardi to create Douce, a cognac. Douce is produced. But anyways, I'm pretty much put this article here to let you know that Jay-Z owns Douce. And right here, you see right there, it says the Cross of Lorraine, a symbol of resistance. And you see there's that double cross that was subliminally put on J. Cole's album cover. Now, funny thing is that cross is called Lorraine Cross. Martin Luther King was his life was taken at Lorraine Motel. So all this stuff gets real deep. Yes, Martin Luther King Jr. was taken out on April 4th, 1968 at the Lorraine Motel in Memphis, Tennessee. So this cross here is heavily associated with a lot of different stuff throughout history. It's called the Lorraine Cross. All right. And this cross is very similar to the Leviathan cross. The Leviathan cross is sometimes referred to the cross of Santa or the Santa cross. Depicted at the bottom is an infinity sign. So that double cross, and you can do a quick Google search. That's why I left it like that, this image like that. Do a quick Google search, type in satanic cross, you'll see this cross here pop up. And it's the same cross that was subliminally put on J. Cole's album, Sideline Story. J. Cole, like I said, it's not by coincidence. He's tied to Jay-Z. Jay-Z's heavily into this stuff. Heavily. Him, all the entertainers is. The music industry is plagued with this stuff. All right. And I remember when this album dropped years ago, this was the first thing I noticed, that he was sitting on the double cross right there, plain as day. And people were trying to play dumb. But yeah, a lot of these album covers used to have a lot of subliminals into it. Not as much now because people don't sell physical copies. Now, also on the back, you see he's rocking the number 15, 1 + 5 is 6. And you see all the different labels at the bottom and stuff. And you see he's in the red, black, and the white for the blood and the checkerboard pattern. You know, if you look at a lot of these artists' album covers, it'd be red, white, and black. Red's for the blood, the black's for the different, lives passing or death. 33, that is for the 33rd degree, the highest degree in Freemasonry. So, and plus 3 + 3 is 6. And throughout this video, these guys always wore certain type of numbers or jerseys that's associated with the number 6. Each one of them. 33, they got the flames behind them, who's backing them up, right there, clear as they see the flames. And if you zoom out on the whole entire concert, like I said, these concerts be energy harvesting. You see right there, it has the pyramid, and this is all. A lot of these concerts be one big gigantic ritual. And throughout this video, Cole was worn numerous jerseys. There was 15 multiple different 33, that is for the 33rd degree, the highest degree in Freemasonry. So, and plus 3 + 3 is 6. And throughout this video, these guys always wore certain type of numbers or jerseys that's associated with the number 6. Each one of them. 33, they got the flames behind them, who's backing them up, right there, clear as they see the flames. And if you zoom out on the whole entire concert, like I said, these concerts be energy harvesting. You see right there, it has the pyramid, and this is all. A lot of these concerts be one big gigantic ritual. And throughout this video, Cole was worn numerous jerseys. There was 15 multiple different jerseys. It was the same jersey, but multiple jerseys, and each one had 15. One, like I said, 1 + 5 is 6, and it was pretty much him throwing up the 666 symbolism throughout this video. And maybe 15 was his jersey number back in school. But like I said, I got to read between the lines and think a little bit deeper. Why is every jersey he had was 15? And each one is a different jersey. And a Magic jersey, another blue jersey. So each one was 15, 1 + 5 is 6. And I really think that was symbolic for something. And this dude wearing 33, and Polo G had a song called 33. These guys are heavily, heavily tied to the brotherhood, where the brotherhood, to get your highest degree, you got to get a 33. And he's also has ties to people like Drake. Drake is another one. He started calling Canada the 6. So J. Cole rocking 1 + 5 is 6. You see it all the time. You see this dude here, he has the triple A's. And these guys like to use a lot of angel. Angel numbers are not bad. Some of you guys think angel numbers are bad. I just want to let you guys know that these people use numerology and they practice stuff heavily. Now, this is the image that I caught in the video as well. You see that like some type of demon in the background. And I'm telling y'all, man, they always got these demonic images at these concerts because these concerts are nothing but energy harvesting. Look at how many people gotten drunk that night, how much bad stuff happened after these concerts. Not saying everybody has a bad time. Some people do. But I think it's strategic that they put all this stuff into their videos. And now we're on to the next video. This video is called Heaven. And you see how he's laying down right there. He's throwing up one of the hand gestures that's very tied to the brotherhood. And you see right there, KSI did the same thing in his video. So I don't think it's a coincidence. Both these guys laying down, looking up at the camera with their hands, doing one of the brotherhood hand gestures. I don't think it's by coincidence at all. And in this video, you see here, he's wearing that same shirt I showed y'all earlier with the all-seeing eye. I don't know if he did this all in one day or he's just a dirty dude wearing the same shirt, you know what I'm saying, over and over again. That's kind of weird. But I think this is all the same day. He just shot the video, then went to the concert. But yeah, if you see right there, he has the all-seeing eye, and Cole rocked this stuff a lot. Now, this is some type of interview where he was saying thank you.
Cole, we're about to go on stage right now. I'm actually a couple minutes late, but the reason why I'm late, I had to say thank you very much to everybody.
He's about to get on stage, and he said thank you. And this one little clip, I found so much stuff, just the stuff painted in the background in this one little clip, and it lets you know what goes on. Right there, you see, it says evil. So this is what's behind him. Right before he go on stage, it says evil. What I tell y'all, to go on stage and do what? Put curses on people in the audience. Right there to the left, evil and a bunch of other stuff. I'm pretty sure if I was there to read it and zoom in, you'll see more stuff right there as well on it. And it also has the skull and bones. And look at that top left corner. It has that same logo that I showed y'all with Interscope Records. It was also on that album poster that J. Cole had, and it's also back here where he's about to go on stage. That same logo that shows people who are infatuated with younger males, you know? So that logo has popped up several times throughout this video. And the Skull and Bones is for the Skull and Bones Society in Yale, all right? The Yale people right there. And if you look to the right there, that looks like that little goat thing. And I didn't catch it at first when I made it, but I zoomed in. It's exactly what it is. I'm pretty sure it is. It looks more like a, that's that goat thing. There's no way around it, man. That's that daggone goat thing. And it's crazy. In this one little clip that I found all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Clear as day, it resembles that goat thing. And he's about to go on stage and rap to millions of people. And this is where he's coming from. He's coming from a hell place with all the symbolism. And if you look at this magazine cover, it's kind of a reach. It kind of like he's making that goat symbol right there on this Billboard album cover or magazine cover. But that's kind of like a reach. But to me, they look alike to me, in my opinion. I still think it's crazy that I found all this stuff. And he's about to go on stage, rap to a bunch of people, and all this stuff is in the background. The average person wouldn't catch this stuff. That's why y'all hire me, Dwayne McClain, the Illuminati man, to find the stuff for you, because I can look it up and I can see the stuff for y'all and catch it, because I catch everything. I think he flashed the devil horns right there again. And like I said, Cole is really part of it, and they all going to keep this secret. And he did a really good job of fooling the masses. Now, this is another song called Apparently, where he does gives praise to the little hand gesture. So he gives praise to that little goat thing. He's going to throw his hands up in a certain way real quick. Watch this. Look what he does. Give praise to it. Throw his hands up with the horns real fast. And I don't think this is done by, look, see how he did it? Throwing praise, giving praise to him. And they do it really, really fast. You know what I'm saying? And all these entertainers worship this particular entity or this particular being just to show love and praise to him. And Cole did it a lot throughout his career. Like I said, I don't think you position your hands like this by accident. These guys are clearly getting instruction, and they're clearly getting instruction to worship something. All right. Now let's move on to another video called ATM. This is probably his most symbolic video. Cole did the straitjacket ritual in this video, wearing the red and the black. The red is for the blood, the black is for death. All right, and you see right here, he's trapped in a room. And this song probably had like a deeper meaning, but this video is one where he sold out the most, in my opinion. This is his most heavy representation video. A lot of artists don the straitjacket. Eminem donned the straitjacket, and this straitjacket lets you know that you graduated to the next phase. All right, I'm gonna bring out my video on the straitjacket, an independent video on the straitjacket ritual. Is going to have some of these images, but if y'all pay close attention, all your celebrities follow the same pattern. They do the straitjacket ritual, they do this, they do that, and he's doing the same thing. When I tell y'all, red, black, and white. He's in all black, the floor is in red, and it's white. So they all do the same patterns. Here's Nicki Minaj. She's in the checkerboard pattern as well. And just like Cole earlier, when he was about to go on stage, right behind her, she has a lot of crazy, weird imagery behind her, symbols behind her. I don't know who this entertainer is in the straitjacket. Yeah, I don't know who this dude is, but yeah, he donned the straitjacket as well, and I don't know who this dude is, straitjacket as well. Now, this is one of the main ones here, Eazy-E. He's one of the big culprits who rocked the straitjacket, and there's actually meaning to why. And everybody's doing symbolism. Look, the dude to the left, he's doing the hand to coat. All these boys are down with it. I'm gonna have to do an NWA breakdown at an independent blog. Now, I got this article out of a book, a very interesting book. Can't even buy this book online. It's called No More Negro Babies, and it breaks down the straitjacket ritual. I can't find my other image I had on it where it explains the monocle in the eye, but this this paragraph here explains the straitjacket ritual. So I'm gonna read this for y'all. All right, so it says, have wondered about the use of the straitjacket. First, it was to impress you with a feeling of your own helplessness and the necessity for your reliance upon the strength of the Sanhedrin. And the second reason was even more important. You will recall that we gave you an opportunity of voting to withdraw from the initiation, and then we replaced you in the straitjackets and asked you to again vote by closing the right eye if you wanted to withdraw. This was so we could know for certain the caliber of the men that we expected you to be. If anyone or all of you had indicated that you wished to back out, it would have been necessary for us to see that you never escaped from the straitjacket while you were alive. We cannot permit one who was lacking in enthusiasm for our cause to possess as much information as had already been imparted to you. What I am saying may make you shudder, but it indicates how determined we are. Remember, too, that George Washington had to order death sentence for deserters and traitors. We are determined that our cause shall prevail as other patriotic leaders were determined. If I could find this book, I would, but this book is about the no more Negro babies, and it's about the structured attack on black people, making black men go out and sleep with white women and stuff like that. This book is real deep. But they also talk about why they take the monocle out of the glasses. They talk about this whole entire straitjacket ritual. If I could find it, I'll piece it together. I'm pretty sure I still have it somewhere in my photos. But yeah, this right here breaks down the straitjacket ritual. They put you in the straitjacket ritual, let you know if you're never going to tell, and if you tell, they'll leave you in the jacket. So if you see them in the straitjacket, let you know they passed this particular part of the ritual. All right. Now in the ATM video, Cole was acting crazy all throughout the video, insane. The nutcase had the red room, all that stuff. This video is very symbolic. I could probably go through there and do an independent video breakdown on it as well. But one of the main things I want to point out is that this video had the checkerboard print pattern that is in every artist video for some reason. And Cole's no different. Look, plain as day, Cole with the checkerboard print pattern. This is the third time this has popped up on him. And it pops up in every entertainer's video. All the entertainers are associated. So when y'all see the checkerboard print pattern, just know that they are down. Now look, again, we found those little squiggly lines, that little squiggly thing, and that symbol is for people who are into younger males. So this is like the fourth or fifth time J. Cole has been associated with this particular symbol. Is J. Cole secretly letting the world know that he's into younger males? Because it's crazy that this symbol or this logo has popped up so many times throughout his career. I just don't think that it's ironic or I don't think it's by coincidence at this point. So I really think he's low-key telling us that he has a situation going on with younger boys. All right. And at the end of the video, it shows him where he's passed out or lost his life. And it just looks like the Brotherhood logo, if you ask me. If you look right there to the right of him, you see that little, it looks like one of the compass that's associated with the logo. And if you connect it with his chain, if you put it right up under his chain, it makes that symbol. And if you look at the chain, it's also a pyramid or a triangle with all C and I above it. All right. And if you look right there, like I said, if you put the two ones together, it kind of makes this logo right here. And people might want to sound reaching with this, but if you look at it, remember his chain had a little circle at the end, had this going down, a little thing beside him. All right. So I really do think that this was low key imitating this logo with him, or imitating the logo for the Brotherhood of the powers that be. All right. Now he also throws up the diamond sign a lot throughout his videos, man. And like I said, he's associated with Jay-Z. Jay-Z's heavily a part of all that stuff, man. And so this symbol right here is heavily associated with other organizations that use it. And here he is throwing up bees. And J. Cole, I'm gonna let you know one thing, man. You are not blood. And he throws his hand sign up a lot. Look, 1, 2, 3, he does it like that. And always, he throws his hand sign up quite a few times throughout his career. And a lot of artists throw this hand sign up. They always throwing his hand sign up, and they're not a part of no gangs. This right here is a hand symbol for the 666 hand sign. And Cole throws it up a lot. There's another video where he does it 1, 2, 3, and he counts to the third one, and he throws it up again. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, Cole, it's getting kind of crazy how heavy you tied in. And like I said, people need me to make videos like this because it will go over people's heads. Y'all wouldn't even notice this stuff. And Cole, I want to say this last time. You are not blood.
You not blood. You not blood. You not blood. You not blood gang.
And right here is another video. I think this is the one he did with Missy Elliott. He crosses his hands over his chest. Y'all wouldn't know this right here is another symbol that they use. It's for you cross your heart and hope to die, that you pretty much take an oath. You will put your heart on this. And a lot of entertainers have photos taking this. Like I said, the average person would not notice. Y'all would not notice. This is one of the hand signs that they use. Is cross my heart, hope to die. X marks the spot. X marks the spot. X is the 24th letter in the alphabet. 2 + 4 is 6. So if you look through a lot of different artists' careers, a lot of them have a picture of them with their arms folded in a certain manner, letting y'all know that they are heavily associated with the powers that be. They are also heavily associated with, doing the representation openly like this. So when I seen J. Cole do that in the video, I knew that was not by coincidence. And his entire video with Missy Elliott that he did is full of a bunch of symbolism. J. Cole really, like I said, J. Cole really, really got down. I think out there's Keith Richards. He's going to get a breakdown one day. Missy Elliott was in the video. She's another one of the puppets, big time sellout. And even in this video alone, she threw up mad representation where she had the all-seeing eye. She had one of her eyes covered up, so she was doing the all-seeing eye as well. She had another part in the video where I think she was throwing up the horns. Yep, she threw up the horns numerous of times throughout the video, very clear as day. All the celebrities do it, and if it's so common, wear your picture of you throwing the horns up, you know what I'm saying? And here's another one. She had a close-up shot of her doing the all-seeing eye. And like I said, this all-seeing eye is where they show allegiance to the one-eye religion. J. Cole, again, throwing up the devil horns, constantly throwing the devil horns. He does it a lot. Like I said, y'all wouldn't even notice it, because, the average person isn't paying attention to stuff. Y'all just hypnotized by the music, and he does it quite often. In this video, he throws the devil horns on the sneak tip is what I call it. He'll do it on the sneak tip. And he also shows in this video where he did the same thing, threw up the 666 hand sign. It's getting kind of redundant with this dude over and over again. I was just really just laughing while making this, but I'm not going to beat a dead horse. I feel like I already beat a dead horse a lot throughout this video because he did so much representation. It was crazy. But like I said, the average person, they're not going to catch this stuff. Now, this is the last video. He had a song with his group called Sacrifices. And of course, when you're in this game, you got to sacrifice. You got to give up some stuff. That's why I think that's for your eyes only. The video starts out with an older black lady throwing up a hand gesture that is used by the Brotherhood. This is what the video starts out with. And then it also shows another image where the boy has an upside down cross behind him. So J. Cole had an upside down cross on the sideline story. He has a song with this group. This guy here, they have an upside down cross. All right. And in my heart of hearts, I do feel like the guy he was rapping about on the album For Your Eyes Only, that's the guy who he put on the chopping block, who he sacrificed. The boy died at 22 years old. He was killed. But yeah, man, it's pretty much going to conclude my J. Cole breakdown. He almost right there at an hour. J. Cole, you're dead meat, you're done. You're out of here. There's no way around, there's no refuting that somebody can believe that J. Cole is not down with them boys. If you have another artist that y'all want me to do a breakdown on, please let me know. I would love to go in there and dispose them. I have a lot of fun making these videos. They are very time consuming, so y'all give me some time. We are going to be working on the Nelly one next, but I can do a breakdown on every artist. They all follow the same one. Some of them do it heavier than the other ones, but each artist expose themselves, all right? I'm going to make a playlist of all of them so that you can watch them all back to back on my channel. Subscribe to my Patreon. There's still some exclusive breakdowns on there. And so subscribe to my Patreon. Follow me on Instagram, Doug McClain TV too. All my links in the description box as well. It's the boy Doug McClain, Doug McClain TV, man. Never bless y'all. Be safe. I'm out.